So I was thinking about Purim, thinking if I were paying attention, what music would be coming through for parts of Purim. So the first, of course, is a Ladino song, Compras de Purim, just introducing Purim. And it goes like this. Empezar quiero contar, o caes dio alto, dilo y lo inventar, nada yo no falto, con bailes y con saltos y con gran placer. Sabe que aman il mamzer, mos quiso matar, mos también atemarmos. You all understood that, right? To begin with, I want to tell the stories of Purim, and I don't want to leave anything out. With dancing and leaping and great pleasure, you should know that Haman the Mumser wanted to kill us and get rid of us. But obviously we are dancing and celebrating, and he is not, so it didn't happen. So I began thinking, what songs would do for certain parts of Purim? And I couldn't hit all of the parts. So what I'd like to do is invite you, as you're thinking about your own celebration of Purim, to fill in, as you celebrate, the parts that I have missed. Are we really happy with this lonely game we play? Words to say, searching but not finding understanding anyway. We're lost in a masquerade, both afraid to say we're just too far away from being close together from the start. We try to talk it over, but the words get in our way. We're lost inside this lonely game we play. Thoughts leaving disappear every time I see your eyes. No matter how hard we try to understand the reasons why we carry on this way, we're lost in a masquerade. Now, I do not have a song, and I probably can't come up with one now, the song for poor deposed Vashti. Remember, the king is being egged on by his guests who have been drinking with him for 6 months, and he's been boasting what a beautiful queen he has, and they say, well, we haven't seen her. Of course not, she's in the harem. And so he calls for her, where she's entertaining the women, to come down dressed in her crown. And I decided not to sing "You Can Leave Your Hat On." That man right out of my hair. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair and send him on his way. Ooh, this is good. going, because for your own Purim spiels, you can come up with a lot of stuff. I just skipped straight to the place where there are all these women being rounded up, having a year to prepare for auditioning in front of the king for the part of queen. And they have different thoughts. And I fantasized one of them thinking, here are all these women being mild and subservient and respectful, and well, maybe he'd like something a little different. Whatever Lola wants, Lola gets. And your majesty, little Lola wants you. Make up your mind to have no regrets. Recline yourself, resign yourself, you're through. I always get what I aim for, and your heart and soul is what I came for. Whatever Lola wants, Lola gets. Take off your shirt pattern, don't you know you can't win? There's no exception to the rule. I'm irresistible, you fool. Give in. Give in. On the other hand, there was somebody who knew that no matter how much she steeped in the bitter herbs for 6 months and the sweet herbs for 6 months, and no matter what she asked for, she was just never going to be other than she was. And she thought, that might not be a bad thing at all. Well, some people build like this, some people build like that. Way I'm built, honey, don't you call this fat, because I'm built for comfort. I ain't built for speed, but I got everything any good man gonna need. Well, some people rip and roar, some people look for signs. You want to stay with me? Be prepared to take your time, because I'm built for comfort. Well, I ain't built for speed. And I got everything a good king gonna need. Take it. Darcy Danielson. Well, I don't got no silver, and I don't got no gold. I got a lot of loving to soothe your royal soul. I'm built for comfort. Honey, I ain't built for speed. But I got everything, every little thing a good man ever gonna need. And of all the women, Esther, who asks for no adornments, No ointments. No, nothing. She gets picked. But then we learn later. Oh, but we skipped a lot. We skipped a song for Mordecai finding out about the traitors who want to poison the king and reporting. You'll have to think about that. I don't know the words. Honey, honey. We also haven't had a song for Mordecai finding out about this, but I'm sure you'll think of something. But what we do learn, well, one of the things I just learned is I shouldn't dance when I'm trying to sing. What we learned is that, as Esther tells her uncle, the king hasn't asked for me for lo, these 30 days. So we figure she's singing the following. The tables are empty. The dance floor's deserted. You play the same love song. It's the 10th time you've heard it. Honey, that's the beginning. Oh, just one of the clues. You've had your first lesson in learning the blues. I didn't bring the lyrics. Oh, that's why I don't smoke. The cigarettes you light, one after another, won't help you forget him and the way that you love him. You walk the floor, burning a torch you can't lose. But you're on the right track for learning the blues. When you're home alone, the blues will taunt you constantly. When you're out in a crowd, the blues will haunt your memory. All those nights that you can't sleep, 'cause the whole night you're crying, but you can't forget him. You've even stopped trying. You walk the floor till you wear out your shoes. When you're feeling your heart break, you're learning the blues. And here's an interesting part. Mordecai has found out about the decree that Haman convinced the king to seal and sign. And he does the obvious thing. He dresses in sackcloth and ashes and parades where his niece will see him. And her maidservants come up and say, Esther, your uncle is down there dressed in sackcloth and ashes. And what does she do? She sends down a better suit of clothes. Didn't anybody ever didn't this strike you as funny? And she doesn't ask why. At any rate, the women come back up and they say, he's still going down. And he hasn't touched the clothes, so she knows she has to go down and talk to him. And he tells her what's going on and says, who knows, but you're not in the position you're in precisely for this moment. And if you don't do it, rescue will come from elsewhere, but don't think you'll be spared just because you're in the position you're in. And my fantasy was that he sang her the following song. Everybody says don't, everybody says don't, everybody says don't, it isn't right, don't, it isn't nice. Everybody says don't, everybody says don't, everybody says don't walk on the grass, don't disturb the peace, don't skate on the ice. Well, I say do. I say walk on the grass was meant to feel. I say sail, tilt at the windmills, and if you fail, you fail. Everybody says don't, everybody says don't, everybody says don't get out of line. When they say that then, honey, that's a sign. 9 times out of 10, that means you're doing just fine. Make just a ripple. Come on, be brave. This time a ripple. Next time a wave. Sometimes you have to start small, climbing the tiniest wall. Maybe you're going to fall, but it's better than not starting at all. Everybody says don't, everybody says can't, everybody says mustn't rock the boat, mustn't touch a thing. Everybody says don't, everybody says can't, everybody says can't fight City Hall, can't upset the cart, can't laugh at the king. Well, I say try. I say laugh at the king or he'll make you cry. Lose your poise. Fall if you have to, but honey, make a noise. Oh, everybody says don't, everybody says can't, everybody says wait around for miracles. That's the way the world was made. I insist on miracles. If you do them, miracles, nothing to them. I say don't be afraid. Just don't. I love this song particularly because I had a mother whose typical response to "you can't do that" was, "Oh yeah?" Good yichus for that. So I'm imagining Esther digesting this. And she does this wonderful thing. She asks the entire community to fast with her for 3 days. to shift whatever may be shifted in the other realms so that she may present herself before the king and not be executed because he hasn't called for her by name. And when she finally decides or is convincing herself to do it, I'm imagining this song. There's no place in this world where I'll belong when I'm gone. I won't know the right from the wrong when I'm gone. And you won't hear me singing on this song when I'm gone. So I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here. And I won't breathe the brandy air when I'm gone. And I can't even worry about my cares when I'm gone. I won't be asked to do my share when I'm gone. So I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here. All my days won't be dances of delight when I'm gone, and the sands will be shifting from my sight when I'm gone. Can't add my name into the fight when I'm gone, so I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here. There's no place in this world where I'll belong. You know this, sing. When I'm gone, I won't know the right from the wrong when I'm gone. And you won't hear me singing on this song when I'm gone. So I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here. I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here. It's heartening to see how many of us remember Phil Oakes. Well, she comes to the king, and he extends his scepter towards her. So that means she won't be beheaded. This is good. And I had this fantasy, you know how sometimes in a split second, a whole world unfolds inside you. Something happens on the inside. So my fantasy is that inside, the king, somewhere behind all that mask, realizes that he actually loves Esther. And this is the song that rose from that. Sometimes it amazes me how strong the power of love can be. Sometimes you take my breath away. You watch my love grow like a child. sometimes gentle, sometimes wild. Sometimes you take my breath away, and it's too good to slip by, it's too good to lose, and it's too good to be there just to use. I want to stand on a mountaintop and tell the news. You just take my breath away. Your beauty is in all I see, and when I feel your eyes on me, oh, you just take my breath away. My life is yours, my heart will be singing for you eternally. Oh, you just take my breath away. And it's too good to slip by, it's too good to lose, and it's too good to be there just to use. I want to stand on a mountaintop and tell the news. You just take my breath away. Sometimes it amazes me how strong the power of love can be. Sometimes you take my breath away. You watch my love grow like a child, sometimes gentle, sometimes wild. Sometimes you take my breath away. And it's too good to slip by, and it's too good to lose, and it's too good to be there just to use. I want to stand on a mountaintop and tell the news. You take my breath away. Well, as we know, a lot happens between the extending of the scepter and the final demise of Haman. And I will leave it to all of you to come up with the songs in between. But all in all, this is actually it's a mystery story, this whole story. And I'll be very interested. My email address is on Reb Zalman's website. Any songs you come up with, just send me titles. We'll plan for next year. Princes come, Princes go, an hour of pomp and show. They know princes come, and over the sands, and over the sands of time they go. Wise men come, ever promising the riddle of life to know. Wise men come, and over the sands, the silent sands of time they go. Lovers come, lovers go, and all that there is to know, lovers know, only lovers know. Folks, Darcy Danielson, who had one lone rehearsal with me on Friday.